ولهم فيها منافع ومشارب أفلا يشكرون واتخذوا من دون الله آلهة لعلهم ينصرون لا يستطيعون نصرهم وهم لهم جند محضرون فلا يحزنك قولهم إنا نعلم ما يسرون وما يعلنون أولم ير الإنسان أنا خلقناهم من نطفة فإذا هو خصيم مبين وضرب لنا مثلا ونسي خلقه قال من يحيي العظام وهي رميم قل يحييها الذي أنشأها أول مرة وهو بكل خلق عليم الذي جعل لكم من الشجر الأخضر نارا فإذا أنتم منه توقدون أوليس الذي خلق السماوات والأرض بقادر على أن يخلق مثلهم بلى وهو الخلاق العليم إنما أمره إذا أراد شيئا أن يقول له كن فيكون فسبحان الذي بيده ملكوت كل شيء وإليه ترجعون صدق الله العلي العظيم. اللهم صل على محمد وعجل فرجهم. May I request you all to recite Surah Fatiha for Fazal, Virani, Abbas, Bandali, and all our Marhumin. Al-Fatiha. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. عن جابر بن عبد الله الأنصاري عن فاطمة الزهراء عليها السلام بنت رسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم قال سمعت فاطمة أنها قالت دخل علي أبي رسول الله في بعض الأيام فقال السلام عليك يا فاطمة فقلت عليك السلام قال إني أجد في بدني ضعفة فقلت له أعيذك بالله يا أبتاه من الضعف فقال يا فاطمة ائتيني بالكساء اليماني فغطيني به فأتيته بالكساء اليماني فغطيته به وصرت أنظر إليه وإذا وجهه يتلألأ كأنه البدر في ليلة تمامه وكماله فما كانت إلا ساعة وإذا بولدي الحسن قد أقبل وقال السلام عليك يا أماه فقلت وعليك السلام يا قرة عيني وثمرة فؤادي فقال يا أماه إني أشم عندك رائحة طيبة كأنها رائحة جد رسول الله فقلت نعم إن جدك تحت الكساء فأقبل الحسن نحو الكساء وقال السلام عليك يا جداه يا رسول الله أتأذن لي أن أدخل معك تحت الكساء فقال وعليك السلام يا ولدي ويا ساحب حوضي قد أذنت لك فدخل معه تحت الكساء فما كانت إلا ساعة وإذا بولدي الحسين قد أقبل وقال السلام عليك يا أماه فقلت وعليك السلام يا ولدي ويا قرة عيني وثمرة فؤادي فقال لي يا أماه إني أشم عندك رائحة طيبة كأنها رائحة جدي رسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله. فقلت نعم إن جدك وأخاك تحت الكساء. فدنا الحسين نحو الكساء وقال السلام عليك يا جداه، السلام عليك يا من اختاره الله، أتعذن لي أن أكون معكما تحت الكساء؟ فقال وعليك السلام يا ولدي ويا شافع أمتي قد أذنت لك. فدخل معهما تحت الكساء. فأقبل عند ذلك أبو الحسن علي بن أبي طالب وقال السلام عليك يا بنت رسول الله. فقلت وعليك السلام يا أبا الحسن ويا أمير المؤمنين. فقال يا فاطمة إني أشم عندك رائحة طيبة كأنها رائحة أخي وابن عمي رسول الله. فقلت نعم ها هو مع ولديك تحت الكساء. فأقبل علي نحو الكساء وقال السلام عليك يا رسول الله، أتعذن لي أن أكون معكم تحت الكساء؟ قال له وعليك السلام يا أخي ويا وصي وخليفتي وصاحب لوائي قد أذنت لك. فدخل علي تحت الكساء ثم أتيت نحو الكساء وقلت السلام عليك يا أبتاه يا رسول الله، أتأذن لي أن أكون معكم تحت الكساء؟ وقال وعليه السلام يا بنتي ويا بضعتي قد أذنت لك. فدخلت تحت الكساء فلما اكتملنا جميعا تحت الكساء أخذ أبي رسول الله بطرفي الكساء وأومع بيده اليمنى إلى السماء وقال اللهم إن هؤلاء أهل بيتي وخاصتي وحامتي، لحمهم لحمي ودمهم دمي، يؤلمني ما يؤلمهم ويحزنني ما يحزنهم. أنا حرب لمن حاربهم وسلم لمن سالمهم وعدو لمن عاداهم ومحب لمن أحبهم. إنهم مني وأنا منهم، فاجعل صلواتك وبركاتك ورحمتك وغفرانك ورضوانك علي وعليهم وأذهب عنهم الرجس وطهرهم تطهيرا.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
فقال الله عز وجل يا ملائكتي ويا سكان سماواتي إني ما خلقت منيرا ولا شمس مضيئة ولا فلكا يدور ولا بحرا يجري ولا فلكا يسري إلا في محبة هؤلاء الخمسة الذين هم تحت الكساء. فقال الأمين جبرائيل يا ربي ومن تحت الكساء؟ فقال عز وجل هم أهل بيت النبوة ومعدن الرسالة، هم فاطمة وأبوها وبعلها وبنوها.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
فقال جبرائيل يا ربي أتأذن لي أن أحبط إلى الأرض لأكون معهم سادسة؟ فقال إلى الأرض لأكون معهم سادسة. فقال الله نعم قد أذنت لك. فهبت الأمين جبرائيل وقال السلام عليك يا رسول الله، العلي الأعلى يقرأك السلام ويخصك بالتحية والإكرام ويقول لك وعزتي وجلالي إني ما خلقت سماء مبنية ولا أرضا مدحية ولا قمرا منيرا ولا شمس مضيئة ولا فلكا يدور ولا بحرا يجري ولا فلكا يسري إلا لأجلكم ومحبتكم، وقد أذن لي أن أدخل معكم، فهل تأذن لي يا رسول الله؟ فقال رسول الله: وعليك السلام يا أمين وحي الله، إنه نعم قد أذنت لك. فدخل جبرائيل معنا تحت الكساء فقال لأبي: إن الله قد أوحى إليكم يقول: إنما يريد الله ليذهب عنكم الرجس أهل البيت ويطهركم تطهيرا. فقال علي لأبي: يا رسول الله، أخبرني ما لجلوسنا هذا تحت الكساء من الفضل عند الله. فقال النبي: والذي بعثني بالحق نبيه واصطفاني بالرسالة نجيه، ما ذكر خبرنا هذا في محفل من محافل أهل الأرض وفيه جمع من شيعتنا ومحبينا إلا ونزلت عليهم الرحمة وحفت بهم الملائكة واستغفرت لهم إلى أن يتفرقوا. فقال علي: إذا والله فزنا وفاز شيعتنا ورب الكعبة. فقال النبي الثانية: يا علي، والذي بعثني بالحق نبيه واصطفاني بالرسالة نجيه، ما ذكر خبرنا هذا في محفل من محافل أهل الأرض وفيه جمع من شيعتنا ومحبينا وفيهم مهموم إلا وفرج الله همه، ولا مغموم إلا وكشف الله غمه، ولا طالب حاجة إلا وقضى الله حاجته. فقال علي: إذا والله فزنا وسعدنا، وكذلك شيعتنا فازوا والسعد في الدنيا والآخرة ورب الكعبة. سورة المباركة الفاتحة.
محمد وآل محمد صلوات.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. जब्र दासे से चीनी मैं सदा देती रही, तू ना आया गाजी। जब्र दासे से चीनी मैं सदा देती रही, तू ना आया गाजी। आले इमरान ने कहा और जिंदा ने कहा, ये बहन कैद हुई, तू ना आया गाजी। जबरदा से चीनी मैं सदा देती रही, तू ना आया गाजी। हमको पानी ना मिले तेरी खुशबू तो रहे, तेरे बाजू ना کٹے چاہے مشکی زاچی دے یہ مگر ہو نہ سکا تیرے بازو ہے جدا مجھ پہ ہے تشنا لبی تو نایا غازی جب ردا سے چینی میں صدا دیتی رہی تو نایا غازی دھوپ میں تو تا شجر تجھ سے آباد تھا گر ہے برہنا میرا سر کیا نہیں تجھ کو خبر اے علمدار وفا اس بہن کو باخدا تجھ سے دارستی بری تو نایا غازی جب ردا سے چینی میں صدا دیتی رہی تو نایا غازی اگئے شام میں علم لٹ گئے اہل حرم ریت پر جلتی ہوئی ہو گیا ٹھنڈا علم پرسہ دینے کے لیے مجھ سے ملنے کے لیے آ گئے بابا علی تو نایا غازی جب ردا سے چینی میں صدا دیتی رہی تو نایا غازی اتنی بے بس تھی بہن اے شہنشاہ وفا نام لے لے کے میرا جب یہ ظالم نے کہا ناز تھا جس پہ تجھے اب لاؤ نہ اسے اور میں روتی رہی تو نایا غازی جب ردا سے چینی میں صدا دیتی رہی تو نایا غازی
محمد وآل محمد صلوات وعن محمد وآل محمد صلوات
میں کربلا کی عزادار آ گئی مظلوم 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 میں کربلا کی عزادار آ گئی سر جو بازار آ گئی مظلوم میں کربلا کی عزادار آ گئی مظلوم میں کربلا کی عزادار آ گئی تلوار کے بغیر لڑوں گی میں ایسی جنگ خطبے پڑھوں گی ایسے کہ دشمن بھی ہوں گے دنگ دیکھو حسین تم بھی ہمارے جہاد کو زینب ہے آج بن کے زینب ہے آج بن کے علمدار آ گئی مظلوم میں کربلا کی عزادار آ گئی مظلوم میں کربلا کی عزادار آ گئی زینب نے زندگی میں نہ دیکھی کوئی خوشی روتی ہوئی وہ شام کی راہوں میں مر گئی تنہا لحد میں بھائی کو رونے کے واسطے سرکار پنجتن کی سرکار پنجتن کی وہ غم خوار آ گئی مظلوم میں کربلا کی عزادار آ گئی مظلوم میں کربلا کی عزادار آ گئی جس کی حیا سے سورج نے خود کو چھپا لیا امت شکی نے قیدی اسی کو بنا لیا کربو بلا کے دشت سے بازار شام میں چادر لوٹا کے قافلہ چادر لوٹا کے قافلہ سالار آ گئی مظلوم میں کربلا کی عزادار آ گئی مظلوم میں کربلا کی عزادار آ گئی محشر کے روز آئیں گی جب نائب بطول تنویر یہ کہیں گے خدا سے میرے رسول زندہ رکھے ہیں جس نے ارادے حسین کے یا رب وہ میرے دین کی یا رب وہ میرے دین کی مددگار آ گئی मजलूम में करबला की अज़ादार आ गई। मजलूम में करबला की अज़ादार आ गई। मजलूम में करबला की अज़ादार आ गई। ज़ैनब बरना सर जो ज़ैनब बरना सर जो बाज़ार आ गई। मज़लूम में करबला की अज़ादार आ गई।
मोहम्मद सल्लल्लाहु
محمد وآل محمد صلوات. Brothers, before we go on to the main lecture, may I please request you very, very kindly to move as much far forward and to your left. There is a lot of space. There's some premium wall space here which you don't get in Stanmore very often. So please use it. Muhammad wa Ali Muhammad salawat. Muhammad. We take, please recite aloud salawat for Sheikh Noor. Muhammad wa salli ala Muhammad wa Ali Muhammad.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين صراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الذي خلق الموت والحياة ليبلوكم أيكم أحسن عملا وهو العزيز الغفور. ثم الصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين حبيب إله العالمين أبي القاسم المصطفى محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وآل الفلاح وعلى أهل بيته الذين ذهب الله عنهم الرجس وطهرهم تطهيرا. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. يقول الله عز وجل في كتابه الكريم: بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. كل نفس ذائقة الموت ثم إلينا ترجعون. آمنا بالله صدق الله العلي العظيم. صلوات. اللهم صل على محمد. For the purification of our hearts and hastening of the reappearance of our beloved the 12th Imam, with the loudest of our voices, صلوا على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. First of all, mu'mineen and mu'minat, we thank Allah for giving us this moment to remember our beloved brother Abbas Bandali and beloved brother Fazal Virani. The verse I've just quoted is a known verse to all of us. Quran 29 verse 57. Surah Al-Ankabut, the spider. Allah says in this verse, كل نفس ذائقة الموت. every soul will taste death. ثُمَّ إِلَيْنَا تُرْجَعُونَ. Then will you be returned to us, or to us will you be returned? Now, departing from this beautiful verse, the topic I would like to discuss this afternoon is to look at death and the essence of death. And I would like to discuss this in the following. Number one, we'll pay our tributes to the family, remembering Brother Abbas Bandali and Brother Fazal Virani. And then the second stage, we'll look at the secret or the essence of death. Then the last stage, we'll look at what happens immediately a person departs from this world. And what is it that I and you can do who are still alive in this world to ensure that when our time is up to depart from this world, our departure becomes as per the expectation of our beloved and merciful Creator. It is very difficult, mu'minin and mu'minat, to lose your loved ones. It is not easy. Most especially someone you've been with for many years. Suddenly, is inna lillah wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Brother Abbas Bandali was an amazing individual. He was an individual with beautiful soul. His sense of humor was amazing. And most importantly, his love for Ahl al-Bayt was something else. He would literally do everything for the love of Ahl al-Bayt. And he was a good son to his parents and good father to his 3 children, good brother to his siblings, and good husband to his wife. Why am I mentioning this? Kindly pay attention, brothers and sisters. I'm mentioning this because our beloved Prophet mentioned that people are Allah's witnesses on earth. How you live your lives, whether in a good way or in a bad way, it will be mentioned after your departure, whether you like it or not. And not all those who will mention will get it wrong. And hence, a poet mentioned beautifully, وَمَا الْمَرْءُ إِلَّا حَدِيثًا بَعْدَهُ فَكُنْ حَدِيثًا حَسَنًا لِمَنْ وَعَى. He said, insan, who is insan? Or what is insan? So insan is nothing but the conversation that he or she will trigger after his or her departure. Then he said, be a reason for a good conversation after your departure. Leave a good legacy. Life is too short, my dear brothers and sisters. So I personally know Brother Abbas. I had so many interactions with Brother Abbas. Even when he was not well at all critical, he would message me. And always it was about the love for Ahl al-Bayt alayhimus salatu wassalam. So we've lost a gem. We've lost a community servant. The only thing we can say is inna lillah wa inna ilayhi raji'un. And we console ourselves with the love of Ahlul Bayt he had. I know it's hard, Muhammad uncle and my mother. It's hard for the children. It's hard for the brothers. It's hard for our sister. But at the end of the day, Brother Abbas has gone back to his origin. Our origin is Allah. And our destination is Allah. It is inna lillah wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Descending arrow and ascending arrow. All of us here, we've relocated from our origin. And this relocation is partial. It's not absolute relocation. Some of us relocated from Africa, and we still have it at the back of our minds. One day we'll go back to Africa. That type of relocation, it is called partial. Some relocated to this place and they don't want to go back anywhere. That is absolute, complete relocation. Our relocation from Allah is partial. Sooner or later, we will go back to Allah. And as we console ourselves, why? Because Brother Abbas has gone back to Allah and is with his beloved Ahlul Bayt alayhimu salatu wassalam. What is expected of us really is to keep remembering him with our du'as, with our a'mal salihat. He has done and played his part. Yes, we are all very sad and upset when Abbas was diagnosed with cancer. But for me, I look at it from the mystical perspective. That is Allah's blessings. Why? Because Abbas knew he may go at any point in time. What of I and you who do not have any signal, and I do not know what is going to happen to me? So every opportunity, every challenge, every situation you find yourself in, look at it holistically, not narrowly. When you look at it holistically, you will see the blessings of Allah in that situation. We all wanted Abbas, but Allah loved him more than us. And Allah said, come to me so you don't accumulate more sins living in this world. Likewise, Brother Fazal Virani, today marks his 2nd year anniversary. He was a gem of a gems. Great community, servant. Everybody liked to associate and to be in his company. So all these things will help a person in his life of barzakh. Now let's come to the 2nd stage of the examination, and this will make more sense. Death. We all hear death now and then. And we all know, sooner or later, we will go. So I always say it's not about death. It's how I die. Otherwise, death is not a big deal. How I depart from this world, how I die, is what is important. And so it's important we draw our attention to the essence of death. And what happens when a person departs from this world, and the stages that a person goes through before he lands in his or her qabr. Sometimes when we discuss like this, people say, no, Allah is love, Allah is mercy. I totally agree. But at the same time, Allah is Azizun Dhuntiqam. Allah is severe in punishment also. You know, our beloved Imam Amirul Mu'mineen, salawatullahi wa salamuhu alayh. His Imam said, Al-Mawtu Babul Akhirah. Death is the door of Akhirah. There is no way one will get to heaven without death. Or likewise hellfire. May Allah protect us from it. But I want you to picture death in the following ways, my dear brothers and sisters. Kindly pay attention to these lines. You see, from the Islamic perspective, death is kamal, is perfection. Death is jamal, is beauty. Death is not cruel. Death is a blessing from the Islamic perspective. And that is why Maulai Kainat tells us, ما خلقتم للفناء إنما خلقتم للبقاء وإنما تنقلون من دار إلى دار. Said you are not created for annihilation, that you're gone and that's the end of your life, nothing happens. No. إنما خلقتم للبقاء. You created to stay forever. But what happens? تنقلون من دار إلى دار. You are moved from one home, from one place to the other. It's a transition. We transit from this dunya to other part of the world, which is called barzakh. But how do you picture this? Different schools of thought and scholars came forward to define death. We begin with jurisprudence, fiqh, jurists. What is death? Death simply means loss of life. That's it. Of course, there's a lot of discussions among the jurists. Is really death loss of life or lack of life? So that they know when a woman gets miscarried, what happens? But conclusion, to cut long story short, death is a loss of life. That's jurisprudentially. Philosophically, they said death is a replacement of a system with another system. So you are in this world used to a particular system, isn't it? Now, the moment you go, there is going to be another system there. So in my simple understanding, obviously here, we are dominated by material, isn't it? There, when you go, this material will decompose. What will function will be the soul. And the soul may walk, may go around. Maybe from your heaven to your grave, and from that to your house. It happens. We are told every Thursday, one narration says every Friday, the souls of the marhumins are released to their houses. So barzakh is life with soul without body. So when philosophers say it's a replacement of a system with another system, that's what it means. Now, the third definition is what I subscribe more to. I find it very fascinating. It's the mystical definition of death. Mystically, as I mentioned earlier on, death is kamal, is perfection. Death is beauty. Death is a blessing. How? Look at it this way. You know, when a child is in the womb of his mom, what happens? The child stretches his arms, his legs. That's the only zone the child has, isn't it? But the moment the child comes to this world, the child realizes that no, the womb of my mom is too narrow. But while in the womb of the mother, the child senses that no, this is the best place for me. I stretch my arms. Sometimes mom says the child is here. I can't sleep this side. Sometimes mom says the child is here. Sometimes it's here. But the moment a child comes to this world, Allahu Akbar, the child becomes very fascinating. That my mom's womb was nothing. Likewise, I am telling myself and each and every one of you, my dear brothers and sisters, the moment a person departs from this world, you realize the akhirah is more vast and advanced than this world. So death is kamal, is perfection. But yes, it happens in different ways, isn't it? On that day, we will see angel with our naked eyes. Before souls go, we'll see angels. It depends on who you are. It depends on your life in this world. If you are good, you see the angel in a good way. If you are bad, you are bad. May Allah forbid. But this is the reality. Yes, Allah is love. Allah is mercy. But Allah is also just. And hence, if you go to Quran, mercy, love, forgiveness are mentioned so many times. Likewise, punishment are mentioned so many times. We need to look at it in a balanced, holistic way. So what I would like to do in these few minutes remaining is to quote a long tradition. This long tradition takes us in the mood of what happens right from the removal of the soul up to the grave. You see, the tradition says, look at this tradition, mu'minin and mu'minat. You know, Brother Abbas, Fazal, alhamdulillah. I and you, what's going to happen? Can you guarantee me where are you going to die? Who is going to bury you? Can you guarantee you will die with the love of Ahlul Bayt? Easier said than done, Habibi. Alhamdulillah, Brother Abbas, more than 400 people witnessed his burial across the globe. Fazal Virani, you and I. وما تدري نفس ماذا تكسب غدا وما تدري نفس بأي أرض تموت. No soul knows what it will do or reap tomorrow, and no soul knows on which land you will depart from. That's why you need to get ready always. Now this tradition says for every stage, from the removal of the soul up to grave, there are certain calls that come to the departing person. While the soul is being removed, they call it nida'at, mufarakat al-ruh. While the soul is being removed, the marhum will hear these voices coming. Atarakta dunya amid dunya tarakatka. Are you living dunya or dunya living you? Ajama'ata dunya amid dunya jama'atka. Are you the one who accumulated the world or the world accumulated you? Akatalta dunya amid dunya katalatka. Are you the one who overpowered dunya or dunya overpowered you? As the soul is being removed, the marhum is being addressed like this. This is what they call the callings during the removal of the soul. Indeed, dunya will leave us. The second calling is nida'at at-tagsil. When ghusl is being done, calls come. As the team are trying their level best to sort out the ghusl, the call will come. Aina badanuka al-qawi ma ad'afuk. Where is that your strong body? What made you weak today? Why are you so weak today? Because you used to bath yourself. You used to choose the soap. You used to take your towel. Today you getting moved left and right. Sometimes with the injuries as a result of the removal of the soul. They ask Amir al-Mu'minin, can you describe for us how the soul is being removed? He said it's like peeling someone's skin alive. That is why Quran tells us, لا يذوقون فيها إلا الموتة الأولى. That people of heaven, when they are given heaven, there will be no any pain that they will taste except the pain of the first death. What is the pain of the first death? The removal of the soul is too painful. It's too painful. Have you seen people dying, turning left and right? Toasting on bed? Throwing their legs left and right? If you've not gotten there, you will never know how it works. That is why I and you need to prepare. We need to prepare our souls. We cannot take life for granted. We need to leave our mark. We need to follow the footsteps of Ahlul Bayt in a true sense of following their footsteps. So now you will be addressed. Aina badanuka al-qawi ma ad'afuk. Where is that strong body playing football, going from one place to the other, sitting to the Majlis? Why are you so weak today? But look at the next line during ghusl. Aina lisanuka al-fasih ma askatuk. Where is that eloquent tongue? Why are you so quiet today? Those of you who do ghusl, you understand this. Quiet. And then the last one, wa aina ahibba'uk ma awhashuk. Where are your lovers, those who say they love you? But look at your loneliness. You are lonely. You go in, you are lonely. That's why insan really should reflect and not become mutakabbir. So this is during ghusl. Look at the next one. Nida'ut takfeen. Now ghusl is done. They're going to put kafan. A call will come. You know what are the calls? تذهب بسفر بعيد بغير زاد. You are embarking on a long journey without provisions. Inshallah, we'll try to prepare our provisions. But that call will come. This journey is going to be long. How many of us, we lost our great-grandparent up to now, Qiyamah has not happened? When is Qiyamah going to happen? I don't know. Nobody knows. It's going to be a long journey. And once you go Barzah, there is no coming back. So, تذهب بسفر بعيد. You are on a long journey. But look at your provisions, shallow. You've not prepared. You empty. But look at the next one. Very powerful. تخرج من منزلك فلا ترجع أبدا. You're now going out of your home. You will never come back. Finish. Where is Abbas? He will never come back to this world. Where is Fazal? Never. They will never come back. Over. This world is over. When are you going? When am I going? And then the last one, while kafan is taking place, تذهب إلى بيت أهول. Now you are going to the most scary place. You can imagine when you move from one home to the other. Sometimes first night you can't sleep in that new house because you're not used to that. So now you move into a hole where you're going to be placed in, and immediately you are raised. Even if you're not dead, you'll die. Baytin ahwal. These are traditions of the Prophet and Ahlul Bayt. And of course, we've got also callings. When now Salat al-Mayyit is taking place. And then the calling when now carrying the body to cemetery. Because of time, I'll just take the one of the qabr. One of the qabr. As you place a person in his or her qabr, wallahi, the qabr addresses the person. You know what? Allahu Akbar. You know what Amir al-Mu'mineen salawatullahi wa salamu alayhi said? Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. He said, Ma ba'da al-mawti ashaddu min al-mawt. He said, what is after death is worse than the death. He mentioned, what is that? He said, qabr. Fakhzaru donkahu wa dikahu wa gurbatahu wa wahshatahu. Amir al-Mu'minin said, qabr is worse than the death, the removal of the soul. He said, be aware of the narrowness of the grave. Be aware of the difficulties of the grave. Be aware of the loneliness of the grave. Be aware that grave is a place of a horror. Wahsha, meaning horror. Be aware. Then Imam Ali said, every single day, the earth addresses a person. Ana baytul ghurba, ana baytul turab, ana baytul waksha, ana baytul hawam wal ukhush. I am a house of loneliness. I am a house of a horror. I am a house of clay. And I'm a house of insects. No one may be sitting here and say, what is he talking about? I mean, this is a reality. The earlier you get yourself better as per the teachings of Allah, the better for you. Now, when a person is placed in his grave, the grave calls out. The grave addresses a person. Now, we are sitting out, of course, chanting the praises of Allah and Ahlul Bayt, making dua for the person. But the person is going through some serious processes before even the questions of Munkar wa Nakir. Kunta ala dhahari dahikan fasirta fi batni baqiyan. You were on me giggling, laughing. Now you are in me crying. It's not everyone. But now you are in me crying. فَكُنْتَ عَلَى ظَهَرِي فَرِحًا فَصِرْتَ فِي بَطْنِي حَزِينًا. You were on me happy, but you sad in me now. فَكُنْتَ عَلَى ظَهَرِي نَاطِقًا فَصِرْتَ فِي بَطْنِي سَاكِتًا. You were talking a lot on me. Now you are quiet in me. We need to prepare for death, brothers and sisters. Abbas, how old was he? 47, 48. Young. He's gone. Who says you're going to stay for the next 50 years? Who says so? Who gave you that guarantee? Abbas was very young. He never saw cancer coming to him. Fazal Virani, did you know that he will get the accident on the road? Habibi, let's wake up to the reality of life. Death is a reality. Fishar Kabr is a reality. It's not a myth. We have so many traditions from Ahlul Bayt. I know some people can philosophize this. Wallah, Fishar Kabr is a reality. Some will be squeezed in their graves. So death doesn't know young or old. So in conclusion, what is it that I can do? Because every single day is an opportunity for me. Don't get carried away with this world. Don't get carried away with what you have in this world. Of wealth, of knowledge, of fame. Wallahi, don't get carried away. Small sickness can knock you down. People will not see you out anymore. That shows how so limited and sometimes insignificant we become. You know, now I'm moving about, shouting, talking. Wallah, small sickness, may Allah forbid, can knock me, and that's it. So the fact that you are able to get out of your house to be here doesn't show that you are smarter than those who are bedridden. Take advantage of these blessings given to you by Allah, like the way Mawlai Kainat mentioned. O the son of Adam, note that days and night are working in you and taking from you. Why don't you work in days and night and take from them? Work to prepare your akhirah. Common sense tells me I need to work for my permanent abode. Habibi, the first practical tip I would like to share, and this has to do with Waqshatul Qabr. Because you know, Laylatul Waqsha is a reality. That night of horror is a reality. That night of loneliness is a reality. That is why Bibi Fatima, she sat next to Amir al-Mu'minin when she gave him those powerful will, isn't it? After the enemies did what? After they pushed the door on her, after they broke the ribs of Fatima, Fatima said to Ali, oh my beloved Ali, when I depart from this world, ghusl me at night, kafan me at night, bury me at night, oh Ali. But look at the next line. Waksha, Laylatul Waksha. She said to Ali, Ya Ali, once you done burying me, I would like you to stay and hang around next to my grave and recite the verses of Quran. First night is not a joke, Habibi. What do you think? Build your akhirah. Let's build our akhirah. In fact, today, what is happening in the world taught us that you cannot bank on this world anymore. Yes, Amir al-Mu'minin tells us, live in this world as if you are living permanently, and live in this world as if you die in tomorrow, isn't it? Understand the philosophy and the secrets. First practical tip to prepare for Laylatul Waksha is your Aqidah. Your Aqidah, your faith, your belief is crucial. Don't be half-baked, half-cooked. Be straight. Build your Aqidah. What do I mean by Aqidah? Your love, of course, for Allah, number one, ultimate. And then the love for the Holy Prophet and Ahlul Bayt. Build that. Because the Holy Prophet said to Imam Ali, Ibshir wa bashir. Oh Ali, rejoice and give good news. To who? To your Shias. Tell them that there will be no grief for them during death. Tell them that there will be no loneliness in grave. And tell them there will be no sadness on the day of Qiyamah. Every Shia, no. True Shia of Ali. So Aqidah is important. That's number one. Number two, practical tip, Habibi, to build, because death is scary sometimes. Wallah, when you think of your life alone and alone, delving too deep into your life, he said, Habibi, I am with this gentleman. Cancer has taken him left and right. Excuse my word, banana, now he's banana. Insan da'if ba'at. We are too weak. No, you were with somebody just now. You get the news, Jamaat, inna lillah, and it's gone. The next time you hear quietness is you. So the second practical tip is to prepare for Waqshatul Qabr. That loneliness is not. Narration tells us, when you start your life of barzakh, in grave, Allah will send the angels to console you. Likewise, your daily prayers. And of course, the other one is that we can help each other through sadaqah, through salatul waqsha. So therefore, brothers and sisters, Abbas and Fazal, may Allah grant them Jannat al-Firdaus. Now it's us. I'm sure if you were to ask Abbas 7-8 years ago, will you be alive? He said, yeah, inshallah, I'll be. I'm sure he had so many plans with the Ahab and other stuff. I'm sure Fazal Virani had a lot of plans in the community. They are no more. So the family of Abbas and the family of Marhum Fazal, we take our hearts to Imam al-Hussein. Because Imam al-Rida tells us, they did not kill Hussein, they slaughtered Hussein. And one narration tells us, إن كنت باكيا فابكي للحسين. If you are to mourn or lament or cry, the best way to do so is to cry over the tragedy of Karbala. So let us take our hearts to the holy land of Karbala and remember a few lines of the Masa'ib of Sayyid al-Shuhada, and ask Allah through this Masa'ib to bless the souls of these two beautiful souls, these two lovers and followers of Ahlul Bayt. You know, Mu'mineen and Mu'minat, narration tells us, Ali al-Akbar alayhi salam approached his father for permission. And the father never hesitated to grant permission for Ali. But Abu Abdullah said to Ali, Ali, go to Muqayyam, go to Khaymaga and bid farewell. When Ali got to Khaymaga, the ladies were all there. Ali bidded his final farewell with the ladies, and when they saw Ali coming, they began to cry because Ali reminded them of Rasulullah. Ali bidded his farewell and he came out. When he came out, the father hugged him and the father granted permission. Where you know when your son goes, he will not come back. Allahu Akbar. Abu Abdullah then said to Ali, Ali, go with the blessings. But of course, you know, Ali went and fought, he played his part. But narration tells us Ali then decided to go back to Muqayyam. At this moment, Ali will call out Al-Atsh, Al-Atsh, thirst. And Ali will call out the heat of Karbala is burning me and the armor is killing me. We are told in the narration, Abu Abdullah then came to Ali. When he came, he hugged his beloved son Ali. But look at the love. Muhammad uncle, I understand. Abbas was so dear to you. Look at the love demonstrated by Abu Abdullah. Abu Abdullah then came down and he wanted to quench the thirst of Ali. What did he do? He placed his tongue into the mouth of Ali. But Ali then looked at Abu Abdullah. He said, Father, your mouth is drier than my mouth. Abu Abdullah then said to Ali, Ali, go, you will soon meet Rasulullah, and Rasulullah will quench your thirst. This was the moment when Ali went to the final. Allahu Akbar. And you know very well, according to some version, Layla was there and she came out of a Khaymaga. When she came out, she couldn't look at the battlefield. She would only monitor the complexion of the face of Abu Abdullah. Suddenly she saw the complexion of the face changing. She called out, oh Hussein, is Ali alive or dead? Abu Abdullah then said to Layla, Layla, go stay, make dua. Allah promised to answer the dua of a mother for her son. That was the moment when Layla made the famous dua, isn't it? Ya Allah, you are the one who returned Yusuf back to Yaqub. Return my Ali back to me. She said, Ya Allah, you are the one who returned Ismail back to his mom. Return my Ali back to me. We are told that Ali, Allahu Akbar, he came obviously. Abu Abdullah granted him permission. But what happened? You know how they finish off Ali? The enemy lifted his dagger and he dagged on the chest of Ali. Well, Ali was falling down. Ali called out, Assalamu alayka ya Abata. He called on his beloved father. But you know, narration tells us, Abu Abdullah, upon hearing the voice of Ali, he came out. But when he came out, he began to walk to the body of Ali. But for every companion, Hussein rushed to the body. But for Ali, Hussein walked slowly to the body. But look at the love of the father. Hussein took a wrong direction. Sakina called out, Father, where are you going? He said, I'm going to the body of Ali. But Sakina said, but Father, Ali is here and you are going this way. He then said, oh Sakina, it kills me to know Ali is going. At this moment, Abu Abdullah, you know, was used to Ali coming and hugging him, isn't it? But from far, he saw Ali lifting only one hand. But when he got to the body of Ali, he realized Ali was covering dagger with the other hand. Allahu Akbar, dagger on the chest of Ali. Ali was covered. This way some of the poets mention, isn't it? that Hussein looked towards Najaf al-Ashraf and he called out, "Oh Father, you lifted the door of Khaybar with your hand. Come and see your son lifting dagger from the chest of his son in Karbala." But narration tells us that final moment, Ali would smile and Ali would cry. Ali, why are you smiling and crying at the same time? I smile because I see Rasulullah. But Ali, why are you crying? I cry because I see Fatima slapping on her cheek. Ala la'natullah ala al-qawmi al-zalimin. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. وسيعلم الذين ظلموا آل محمد أي منقلب ينقلبون. مؤمنين and mu'minat, kindly raise up your hands. Let's make dua, inshallah. We pray to Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala to grant brothers Abbas and Fazal Jannat al-Firdaus. May Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala elevate their status in Dar al-Akhirah. The good deeds they used to undertake while they were in this dunya, may all those good deeds become means of their salvation in Dar al-Akhirah. Ya Allah, these two beautiful souls, may them be in the companies of Muhammad wa Ali Muhammad. May them be in the company of Imam Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salam. They love Abu Abdullah. Ya Allah, let them be in the company of Sayyid al-Shuhada. They left behind parents, siblings, children, and wives. May Allah grant them sabr and jamila. It will take time. It will take time, especially with Abbas still fresh. May Allah grant to you sabr and jamila. The children, may Allah protect them with His protection. May Allah keep them in the fold of the school of thought of Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salatu wassalam. Life after your loved ones is difficult. We pray Allah ease it on your behalf. And all mu'mineen and mu'minat, whatever you left behind to be here for this majlis, may Allah reward you abundantly, insha'Allah. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Wa sallallahu ala Muhammadin wa alihi tayyibin at-tahirin.
ابا تک پہنچ گیا اکبر کا لہو شہکی 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 ابا تک پہنچ گیا دستار سے وہ ماں کی دستار سے وہ ماں کی ردا تک پہنچ گیا اکبر کا لہو شہکی ابا 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 تک پہنچ گیا دستار سے وہ ماں کی دستار سے وہ ماں کی ردا تک پہنچ گیا اکبر کا لہو شہکی ابا 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 تک پہنچ گیا ایسے گری ہے خیمے میں اکبر کی لاش پر ایسے گری ہے خیمے میں اکبر کی لاش پر زینب کا خون خاکے زینب کا خون خاکے شفا تک پہنچ گیا اکبر کا لہو شہکی ابا 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 تک پہنچ گیا ایسے گری ہے خیمے میں اکبر کی لاش پر ایسے گری ہے خیمے میں اکبر کی لاش پر زینب کا خون خاکے زینب کا خون خاکے شفا تک پہنچ گیا اکبر کا لہو شہکی ابا 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 تک پہنچ گیا لیلا یہ رو کے کہتی تھی اکبر کہاں ہو تم لیلا یہ رو کے کہتی تھی اکبر کہاں ہو تم ظالم کا ہاتھ میں گیا اکبر کا لہو شیکی ابا تک پہنچ گیا اکبر کا لہو شیکی ابا تک پہنچ گیا اکبر کا لہو شیکی ابا تک پہنچ گیا آواز رن سے آئی کہ بابا میں گر پڑا آواز رن سے آئی کہ بابا میں گر پڑا گرتا ہوا حسین گرتا ہوا حسین صدا تک پہنچ گیا اکبر کا لہو شیکی ابا 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 تک پہنچ گیا اے مولا ضعیف ہو گئے کچھ دیر میں مگر مولا ضعیف ہو گئے کچھ دیر میں مگر اکبر کا لاشا لے اکبر کا لاشا لے ابا تک پہنچ گیا اکبر کا لہو شیکی 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 ابا تک پہنچ گیا ہے جس ہاتھ نے گرایا تھا ہم شکل مصطفیٰ جس ہاتھ نے گرایا تھا ہم شکل مصطفیٰ نیزہ لیے وہ ہاتھ ردا تک پہنچ گیا اکبر کا لہو شیکی ابا تک پہنچ گیا اکبر کا لہو شیکی یا حسین 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 سر کو کٹا کے دین پہ سر کو کٹا کے دین پہ خود کربلا پہ کر دیا تو نے حسین یا 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 حسین خالق تیرا ممنون ہے خالق تیرا ممنون ہے مرتضی فاطمہ کے نور ہے یا حسین 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 یا حسین
محمد و آل محمد صلوات
لبیک یا حسین 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 لبیک یا حسین
السلام عليك يا رسول الله السلام عليك يا أمير المؤمنين السلام عليك يا فاطمة الزهراء سيدة النساء العالمين السلام عليك يا خديجة الكبرى أم المؤمنين السلام عليك يا حسن المجتبى السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله وعلى الأرواح التي هلت بفنائك. عليكم مني جميعا سلام الله عبدا ما بقيت وبقي الليل والنهار، ولا جعل الله آخر العهد مني لزيارتكم. السلام على الحسين وعلى علي بن الحسين وعلى أولاد وعلى أصحاب خصوصا سيدي ومولاي أبا الفضل العباس وأختك زينب وعم كلثوم وبنتك سكينة. السلام عليكم جميعا شهداء كربلاء وعسراء كربلاء ورحمة الله وبركاته. السلام عليك يا غريب الغرباء وبعيد المدى، السلطان أبا الحسن مولانا علي بن موسى الرضا، كن شفيعنا وشفيع والدينا في يوم الجزاء. السلام عليك يا فاطمة المعصومة جميعا ورحمة الله وبركاته. السلام عليك يا مولانا يا صاحب العصر والزمان، سيدي العمان 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 من فتنة الزمان. السلام عليك يا خليفة الرحمن، السلام عليك يا شريك القرآن، السلام عليك يا كعبة الإيمان، السلام عليك يا إمامنا وإمام الإنس والجان. أجل الله تعالى فرجك وسهل الله تعالى مخرجك وظهورك وجعلنا من أنصارك وأعوانك والمستشهدين بين يديك. السلام عليكم جميعا ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم كن لوليك الحجة ابن الحسن
صلواتك عليه وعلى آبائه في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة وليا وافدا وقائلا ونسرا وودليا وعينا حتى حسنه وزمتيه هي
Brothers, please be seated. We have two short kind of addresses by the sons of the Marhumin. So please be seated so we can get on with the program, inshallah. Ahsant. محمد وآل محمد صلوات. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. Ahsant. Brothers, may I please ask you to welcome Ammar Ali Bandali with a salawat ala Muhammad wa Ali Muhammad.
صلوات على محمد وآل محمد. Today marks 40 days since my father Abbas Bandali was called back to his creator. 40 days since my grandparents lost their son, my mother lost her husband, and me and my siblings lost our dad. For you, 40 days may have passed quickly, but for us, it's been a hard 40 days. And each day there's a new first that we do without Papa. For me in particular, my dad came to every single cricket match and training session I've played in, and every one of my games at the Unity Games tournament. 2 weeks ago, I had my first training session, and my mother and I cried the whole time on the drive there. We were both in unknown territory, me gaining strength to play without seeing him there, and my mum trying to advise on a game she doesn't really understand. And then that we realized it's not just the big moments that we missed, but the countless small ones that define our bond. Reflecting on his final moments, we witnessed what can only be described as a series of small miracles. In those difficult times, we felt the comforting presence of Bibi Zainab, an inspiration to my Papa. Her words, "Ma ra'ayta illa jamila," I saw nothing but beauty, resonate deeply with us, reminding us to seek beauty even in our deepest hours. Papa's unwavering love for the Ahlul Bayt was the cornerstone of his life. His devotion fueled him, particularly during Marhum and Safar, where we found solace and spiritual renewal. His legacy for the love of the Ahlul Bayt is something we will forever cherish and honor. In admiration of his journey, we have set up a website via the Zahra Trust for his Thawab-e-Jariyah to raise funds and help children on the same journey in the land that felt like home to him. All funds raised will be donated to a children's cancer ward in Karbala. We ask you, with your soft hearts, to donate to help give children a chance. Healthcare should be accessible to all, and your donations would ensure that orphans and those financially challenged get the help they need. Please scan the QR codes on the screens, and there's a desk at the back as well. Today, I stand before you to share a glimpse of my beloved Papa's remarkable legacy and the profound lessons he imparted on me. Papa, a beacon of devotion to the Ahlul Bayt, often professed, "Ana Majnun al-Hussein," expressing his profound adoration for Imam Hussein. Every Muharram, after the mosque program, we held a midnight Majlis. Papa would say these 10 days fueled him for the entire year, and he cherished the friendships formed during these gatherings like family. His devotion to the Ahlul Bayt not only inspired others, but was his guiding light throughout life's complexities. From him, I learned that true wealth lies not in material possessions, but in the richness of relationships. Papa cherished every bond he forged, leaving a mark on everyone who knew him. He often reminded us that in life, death is the only certainty. What truly matters is the legacy we leave behind, the impact we have on others' lives, as Sheikh mentioned in his lecture. Papa exemplified this with his fighting spirit, never allowing himself to be a victim, but embracing every challenge with courage and faith. Throughout his battle with cancer, Papa relied on tawakkul, trust in Allah's plan, which was unwavering. We are grateful for Papa's presence in our lives, and during the last 2 years in particular, we all witnessed how he took life by both hands. He would never say no to anything we asked, seizing every opportunity to create lasting memories. Papa's selflessness knew no bounds. Just as he was always there for us, his loved ones rallied around him in this time of need, demonstrating the depth of love and respect he inspired. I'm told the soul comes back on the 40th day. So if my dad is here, I want to say, Papa, we are grateful for all you did for us. We're grateful to be your children. We're glad you're in a better place, without pain, and we miss you loads. Even though our time together was short, I wouldn't swap anything of it for the world. and I'm grateful for every second Allah gifted us with you. You may have come to the end of your physical journey of life, but your light will continue to live on. You will live on in me, in Asad, and in Appa. You will live on in all those small moments in our day-to-day life. We extend our sincere gratitude to all those who supported us during this challenging period. Your assistance, ranging from generous contributions of medical aid to thoughtful gestures of sending food and kind messages, unwavering presence and assistance, which has served as a lifeline for our family during this difficult time. And thank you for joining us today, and a special acknowledgement to all the volunteers whose dedication made this gathering possible. Our hearts are filled with gratitude for each and every one of you. Please continue to keep my Papa and our family in your prayers, and pray that Allah gives us the strength to learn to live with a big hole in our heart. If my Papa has done anything to harm anybody or there's any outstanding debt, please in the men speak to my Chachu Safraz, and in the women's my sister Safia. Please can I have a Surah Fatiha and 3 times Surah Ikhlas for Marhum Abbas Bandali, Marhum Fazal Virani, and Kul Marhumin.
Ahsant, and salawat for Marhum Fazal's son. I think it's Kazim who's going to. Salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
My elders, brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum. I stand before you today to thank you for attending the Majlis for Abbas Uncle's 40th day and my father Fazal Virani's 2-year Majlis. The men we are here to honor and their families had a joint journey which started on the 22nd of the 2nd, 2022. My father left this world and Abbas Uncle was given his diagnosis. I want to just take a few moments to show you that this was not the defining bond between our two families, but just one of many. They were men that loved to visit the shrines of the family of our dear Prophet, and in particular found peace in their hearts at the shrine of Sayyidah Zainab alayhi salam. We take solace that this love is what will make them succeed in their journey on the other side. Our fathers were both avid sportsmen and integral to SJ Sports within their own sport. They created an atmosphere of intense competition, loyalty to the club, and ensured we, their children, followed in their footsteps to ensure a legacy. There were men that had a love for the Ahlul Bayt that was so passionate and so intense. Their heart craved Majlis so much that they actually organized Majlis during COVID times just so they could continue Azadari. Abbas Uncle was a very kind man, and I would like to share a few instances of where he made gestures towards our family that showed us he already empathized with the journey we were on. We went to Majlis at Watford during the first Ashura with my father, and he would drive. After my father had passed away, Abbas Uncle would stop my mother's car and ensure she had parking, and always told Tanvir auntie to tell Fuf not to worry, just come to the Majlis. My sister had an engagement dinner at Hub, and Abbas Uncle knew that without my father, the dinner was going to be tough. He wasn't going to be at the restaurant, but that evening with Tanvir auntie, he ensured he came just so we knew as a family that he was there for support. He was showing us that he was there for our family in the absence of our father, and today, we as a family will be there on the journey with Tanvir auntie's family. These are small gestures, but they always come from the heart. Amar Ali, Asad, and Safia, we will walk in these steps of life together with our mothers to guide us. Mommy and Tanvir auntie, we are proud of you. As mothers, you stood by our fathers, gave us happy homes, and have the common values of charity and community within you too. May Allah keep our mothers safe, as they are all we have now. The last point I would like to mention about my father, Fazal Virani, and Abbas Uncle, is that they were and still are members of this community. The outpouring of love that can be seen around you is testament to who they were within Stanmore. My family and Tanviranti's family have been held by the support of this community at large, and we are proud to say that we are from this Jamaat. I would like to ask you to honor them by valuing this community. Let's focus on bonds that bring us together as a community. Most of all, let's continue to flourish the love of the Ahlul Bayt in our hearts, the way our fathers and grandfathers taught us. We continue to pray for our Marhum as they need our du'as. I would ask you to kindly donate using the QR code, and you will find Zara Trust desks in the ladies and in the gents downstairs. The donations will be going towards helping children with cancer in Karbala, and the thawab of this will go towards Abbas uncle. Please recite a Surah Fatiha for Abbas uncle Bandali and my father Fazal Virani. Thank you.
MashaAllah, Marali Kazim, very touching, heartwarming addresses from you. Ahsant. May I finally ask you to join me in reciting Surah Fatiha for Marhum Abbas Bandali, Marhum Fazal Virani, Marhumin of the Bandali family, Karmali, Remtullah, Ali Muhammad, Fazal Rauji, Fazal Karmali, Kasmali Dhanani, Haji and Manika families. Also for Marhuma Zerabai Ratansi, who was buried in Dar Islam today. Marhum Askar Ali Fazal Virani, Marhumin of the Virani, Jagani, Asaria and Bimani families. Marhuma Zohra Karmali, Marhuma Nishat Dosa and all our Marhumin. Al-Fatiha.